Hello and welcome back if you've been here before, and if you haven't been here before, go back and have a look at the videos I've done about who I am, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and have a look at the progress so far, which you can see behind me is not a lot, but anyway. Click like and subscribe on the videos, leave me a comment and I will reply to you, because I'm not getting any comments, so I've got loads of time to reply. Once I get hundreds of comments then maybe not, but right now if you got any ideas, any thoughts, spot any mistakes, be nice like, because I've no idea what I'm doing. I'm researching it on YouTube and trying to put it into practice, but it's not always working out for me. I still make mistakes even though I've sat and watched hours of videos. Maybe it's my age. We have made a little bit of progress and I will show you what that is with regard to insulation and what the next steps are, the next plans. So stay tuned for all the excitement. So what we've done is we've got the fluffy cloud stuff, the recycled plastic bottle insulation, and we've got some 50mm Celotex. So the roof's been done with 50mm. Some of these sections down here are going to be done with 50mm. I'd forgotten what I was going to do. So this side you can see is the fluffy cloud stuff, insulation stuffed in there, but when I started in my head I was trying to get 50mm into there. You can see it became a bit of a Jenga thing of trying to get it all stuffed in, and then my wife came out and said, I thought we were putting fluffy cloud stuff in there, and she's dead right. But anyway, I've left it in. This one is not having, this is the bed area, so this is not having thick insulation. It's not having 50mm because we need the depth across to the other side, so that's going to be quite thin insulation there. And then I've realised that where we've stuffed it right down the bottom, I've still got to seal them pegs there. You see the plastic peg? That's the holding the trim on from the outside, and in the Sprinter that's notorious for letting water in. Well, if water comes in there it's just going to sit in our insulation, so we need to take that out, take all the trim off the outside, put some sealant around the plastic pegs and push them back in, and hopefully that'll stop the water coming in. But I mean, it's not too late because we've realised, or I've realised, so now I can pull all that out at the bottom when I'm doing that job, which hopefully in the next day or two. We are going to put 50mm in the bulk of that shape and then pack it round with the fluffy cloud stuff. I've got a triangle to make there somewhere. So I'm not very good at it. I noticed that with the ceiling, because if you try and do it across in one piece, then because the ceiling curves, it touches at the ends and doesn't touch in the middle. So I've decided after a bit of trial and error to do it in 3 sections. So you can see this is a piece here with a cut, and you can see the state of that. Another piece here with another cut, which is better. Another piece there. I've left gaps on these ends on purpose because these are the plastic lugs, I think, where I'm going to fasten my roof rack. And I think on the roof, when I pull these out, that's where the bolt comes through to fasten the roof rack, and they're all along this edge. I might be wrong, I'm going to find out at some point, but I didn't want to cover it up with Celotex right across here and then have to dig it all out. And the same at the other side. I've left a gap that we can fill later on, but I just need to access these things at some point when I put that on. Not much progress really. Oh, the other thing I did was I put these battens on the roof, these things, because you can see there how it's thicker there and it drifts away at the end. That's because of the curvature of the roof. And what I want to do is I want a flat roof, and I want a flat roof so that when this piece of trim for the vent it goes on, and the same at the front with the MaxxAir, it's actually flat, as opposed to if the roof curves, again the trim will touch at the edges and there'll be a gap in the middle. So I want a flat roof, and so I put these battens up early, and that's where I'm going to screw the roof to. I still don't know what roof I'm doing, whether I'm going to do a tongue and groove roof or whether I'm going to do a ply roof. There's one big sheet or a couple of big sheets. But that's the progress at the minute, which is not a lot. There's a lot of head scratching, a lot of thinking going on. And again, you're trying to think ahead so you don't do things like that and fill the bottom with insulation before you've sealed the outside. Seems obvious when you say it, but it's easy just to get ahead of yourself. So yeah, that's so far. Stay tuned for more updates. This is where I left you when I was doing the insulation. The 50mm Cellotex board and the fluffy cloud stuff. But we've got a couple of dry days, so I'm going to take the opportunity to put the MaxxAir Fan in the front. So I've made me wooden frame. In reality, it's the same wooden frame that I used at the back, which I've not actually got in because I won't be putting this in until the roof goes on. This wooden frame is a bit different because this one you do drill through into this wooden frame to create a sandwich to hold the fan to the van. So you might be able to see it, there's some marker pen up there. I'm going round, I'm going to remove this, drill 4 holes in each corner, do up the top, put this wooden frame back in place, line it up with the holes, draw a line, and then put the jigsaw in and cut a great big hole in my roof again. Well, this time I put a polythene bag in to try and catch some of the metal filings, or whatever it is you call them. And in there you can see it caught the piece of roof. So we'll show you the hole, like it's tradition on YouTube van builds, you've got to see the hole. Woo! So there it is. I'll have a look outside the van. Cloudy, but hopefully no rain. Let's see if it fits. Couple of updates for you. I've not been filming. I've been rushing along trying to get things done. It's been Easter, so I've had a few days off running up to Easter. It's now Bank Holiday Monday in the UK, so I'm trying to maximise it. I don't know if you can hear it or not. It's raining again. Stop start, so I'm in and out. The MaxxAir fan's been fitted. Didn't film it, but it was no different to fitting the back one. I will say, MaxxAir, once you've got your frame in and you've got them last 4 securing screws, what a nightmare that is. You can't push down on the canopy because it's all springy and flexible, you don't want to break it. There's nothing to be able to force it in so that you can line up your holes. So I got 1 or 2 lined up, couldn't get the others, had to take the first couple out, then got the other ones in, then went back to the first couple, couldn't get them in because then it's on the wonk again, and it's really difficult to line up. But eventually I did it. I think I've done it. It's raining now and it's not leaking, so again, whatever I did, somehow it's worked out. Don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up, give me a like, give me a comment, and then I'll reply to you. So, and then click the little bell thing, so when I put a video out you'll get a notification I put it out. It's completely free, it doesn't cost you anything. If you do that, more people will see my videos, because the more people that subscribe and click like, then the YouTube algorithm will push it out to other people to have a look to see if they want to watch it as well. So I need subscribers, I need likes, I need comments. It's about interaction. If you see me doing out stupid, which you probably will, then be nice, but let me know, and if there's something I can change, then I'll certainly change it and redo it. I'm winging it all the way here, so I'll just show you what I'm on with now, and I've had an idea, and I think I've not seen it anywhere else, and I do watch a lot of van builds, so it might be original, might not as well. I might have seen it and then forgot I've seen it and then thought it was my own idea, but I'll show you what it is. This is the wiring loom that's in the van anyway. There was some cables running across to lights on the other side, which I've taken out. I'll take them out. There is one left in the back, and I don't know whether to take it out or not. or just box over it. It's turned off at the minute. I don't want it to be accidentally turned on. At the same time, if I take it out, I don't know what it's going to do to the electrics. And that's because I don't know what I'm doing, basically. Anyway, so what I've come up with is I want to leave a channel for the wire. I'm going to run my wires in the same space, and I want to leave a channel for the wires to run through. So where the blue tape is, that's where the battens are going to be at the minute. So they line up with the roof batten there, as you can see, more or less. And what I've created is this, which is a batten that goes there, and it will screw into the roof batten, and it'll screw into the van wall, and you can see there's a channel there for my cables to run through and sit in that channel. And then what I'll do is there'll be a piece of ply goes across this all the way down, half a seam on here, so half of it will be there and half of it will stop here. And the idea is I do that on each batten by way of inspection plates or whatever, so I can unscrew a piece. So I can unscrew this piece and get to them wires. I run some spare wires as well, label them all up. I might be giving myself more work to do, but seems like a good idea to me. So the idea is each one of these in between the blue tape is going to be one piece of ply that's on an angle, same as that is on an angle. So my wall will come up to here and stop. There'll be a piece of ply go up to there and stop, and then the ceiling will come to here and stop. And this piece of ply will be detachable, unscrew it for inspections and additional whatever's access points. Now this is going to be covered with cupboards anyway, and all my wires are going to run on this side and then over to the middle for my lighting, and there'll be one wire that runs right over there for my toilet light. But generally the mass of wire is going to be in this corner where the electrical and the battery is going to be. It'll come up that and along here, just like the wiring loom, to what I need. That's my plan. I don't know if anybody's done that before. I've not seen it. Creating a void, having inspection hatches. That's my idea. Oh, and why it's taken me all day is getting these, finding these angles. That one's 45 degrees, that's straightforward. That one, I think, is 28. But cutting a piece so that they're all the same, I need 12 of them. Been a nightmare. Every time I cut one and got it right, couldn't work out what I'd done, so I had to start again to try and get that angle. And then I'd get it and I'd be like, oh great, now then. No, that's not what I did. And each one was a new voyage of discovery, because I had no idea what I was doing. Just got a single screw in just to see if I've got it right, and the length of this wood is right and everything else. And now I'll fasten them up properly. And then they will be screwed into place there, screwed into the batten at the top, and then where the blue tape is there, there'll be another batten that goes all the way along. That's where I'm going to attach my cupboards. That's the plan. Let's see what happens. So there's the prototype test fit. That I'm trying to countersink that, it's not quite gone in. So when I put my piece of board across, it's needs a little bit of work on that. Needs a little bit of work on that to get that done. One screw in there. This is not fastened on yet. This needs drilling and screwing in to the frame. And there's where I'm going to run my wires. So there's a MaxxAir. Everybody's seen one, they know what they are. It's well sealed in. No leaks, which is the main thing.